Hey guys, welcome back to the 415 She Girls, Miss B and Keita. Yes, with our special guest, Miss Tisha Hammond. All right, the small business cheerleader. Y'all better get into it. You better follow her, okay? Tisha Hammond is real. Curious getting all this good knowledge. I'm over here getting my life.
Right.
Y'all better be watching part two, too. But, this is episode 97. Boss women do exist. This is something that I'm so glad that we decided to do because Black women need to stay together. We need to connect, stay connected, network, and build each other up because, a lot of times we're out here competing against each other and we shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what is knowledge? It's free. It's nothing. You can go to Google, you can find this, you can go to the library, you can get a book. It's just like knowledge share. You can grow yourself personally, professionally. So this is what we're doing. Getting to know Miss Tisha Hammond. So from part one, yeah, some good stuff in there. I think you had made a lot of great points. Like when I think about, everything that I was trying to do, because I quit on my business, my side hustle, my runway coaching, me modeling and all that. Hush your mouth, Keita. I did, and I'm not, one that's going to, hide behind it. I'm not in denial. Like I went back and forth. It was like my baby. I don't have children, but that was my baby. I went hard. I worked with over 300 kids from age 3 years old to 25 and a few 70-year-olds. Because I did an old school fashion show. Okay. So I dealt with all types of people, all type shapes, all backgrounds. I mean, I was a mentor to 300 plus kids. And till this day, they come back to me, they're in college now. They're like, Miss B, you don't understand what you did for me. You kind of put that confidence in me that I didn't have. I didn't grow up with my mother. I didn't grow up with a dad. I didn't grow up with someone telling me that I'm beautiful because I don't think I am. So that was my thing. I wasn't just only a runway coach. I was a mentor. I was a role model. I carried myself a certain way. When you came to my show, my practices, you could not chew gum. You had to have heels. And no, you can't wear a wedge. That's cheating. No, you need to come with your stilettos. Okay. And they didn't believe me when I first walked in, as this executive runway coach. They're like, who's this girl? And the minute I stepped on that runway and I did my thing, that was it. They knew who I was in that moment. So me walking away from that took everything out of me. Hush, Keita. Everything out of me. So yeah, I go back and forth. I still have my website, on hold. It's not live, but I still have it. That's what 2 Snaps Less Work is about because I'm always snapping. I'm always like, let's work. People think it's twerk, but it's not. No, y'all need to read. No, it's not. But that's where it comes from. I've been back and forth about coming out of retirement because I was retiring, the whole modeling. And then, yeah. So I take everything that you just said and I'm thinking about it. And I mean, this might be my time, like during this whole Rona, to kind of shift back in gear.
I'm for it.
I know you for it.
I do miss those posts. I was living vicariously through you and just enjoying what I was seeing on social media, which is how we, became supporters of one another and placing jewels in each other's crowns because you have a gift. And yes, sometimes you got to rest in between sessions. I heard one of my mentors, Dr. Lisa Wicker, say, consider the COVID-19 pandemic as the intermission. And we're going to get back to act in a second. It's just the intermission.
That's a good one.
And when you're thinking about retirement, now I literally retired at the age of 41. And I retired but I didn't stop. I retired from working for someone else, but I didn't retire my dream. My dream lived on and I needed to catch up to it and tackle it and wrestle it and make it happen. And I've been able to do that. It's certainly not something that I've been able to do by myself. I need cheerleaders. I need people in my corner. I need them. I need the rah-rah. I need the people that are like, Tisha, everything you touch is going to be gold. And then I need the other people to be like, girl.
You think you want to do that?
Why would you do that?
I don't know about that one, girl.
Sometimes
you need a lot of different perspectives. True. You don't want, just like in corporate America, I couldn't ever respect the leader who didn't want someone on their team that would say no. If you can't stand no, without finding the positive criticism in there, the constructive criticism, then you look, I'm eternally optimistic, but some days I have to be really realistic and face reality. And sometimes reality sucks. It's hard. And when reality comes to me in the form of a friend who loves me and says, Tisha, this has been on my heart, I just got to share it with you. When you're doing a video, look at the webcam and not at the people, little things like that, because you look stupid, that's love.
Yeah, because I'm always like this, and then when it comes out, she's actually on that side.
Right. Looking, why are you looking over here?
I love it.
You need a team. So we're drawing all this inspiration and love and putting jewels in each other's crowns. And yes, sometimes we need rest. So yeah, you can rest. You can close your eyes for a second and just dwell on that vision that you've been given, and then get back in the game, when the time comes. Because if it's a gift, it's not meant for you to keep a secret. It's meant for you to share that.
On this good Sunday, you're going to drop that gem? I felt that.
You got to share that. You got to share it. So when the time comes, you'll know it.
Right.
And for Keita, when the time comes for other scents to be shared with the marketplace, you'll know it. I mean, I've never heard of a dream in 4D. How do you get a scent? That's a beautiful thing.
That's my gift.
That's right there. So, you ladies, I believe that you're on the right track, and you have a great duo. So it's good to see the sisterhood there. Somebody lied to me when I was 15 and said women can't be friends. And at 15, I knew it was a lie. I said, devil, you a liar from the pit of hell. Because
I felt that too.
Because how is a boy supposed to know everything I need to share? He can't get to know all of that sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes you need a girl, you need a sister friend, you need a cousin, you need a whoever to be like, oh, just cry with me, laugh with me. Let me lean on your shoulder. Just listen to what I have to say. Let me get it out my spirit. And so, sometimes other people can't be bothered with that. So kudos to the two of you rocking this podcast and your dreams at the same time.
She all right.
She gets on my nerves sometimes, but Lord.
Tisha. I love it.
It's cool because, like I tell people, well, I know me and Miss B, we say this a lot on the podcast, like we can actually share everything with each other. She's mad. Like if she's mad and she just need to talk, and I'd be like, just let her talk, let her get it out. I'm not going to say anything until maybe 2 days later, after she calmed down and had a clear mind. I'm like, hey, so yeah, let's talk about it. Because sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah.
But everybody can't do that.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that you have to understand in life, that everybody can't be that way. And once you find your people that you can do that with, you gotta try your best to hold on to them, because
sometimes you get to that point where you just telling anybody, you just calling up anybody in your phone, like, I need to talk. And then you realize after you done share some super personal information with them, how much control they have, how much power they have to kind of destroy you. I've been there, done that. So it's just like knowing who your go-to person is, and then just believing that that person is going to hold what you say, and that nice little, so.
That's priceless. That's priceless.
But I want to slam the door on her sometime, but
Slam the door.
But that's what it is, because like we're so similar, both Aries, both strong, just super strong women, and we kind of do things the same. But sometimes she say the stuff that I think, so she
all the time.
She's more vocal, on certain things. So but I just think this whole podcast, like you said, it was just like something that we needed to get our voice out there, even if we don't even have any followers. Because at first I was hung up on the followers. That's my thing. I'm about the numbers all the time. But I think we always wanted to have something, that we can say we're out here just talking about our views on things. And we're always on the phone 2-3 hours. And we're like, this could be a whole like conversation to the
conversation.
You know, like, this is easy. I mean, come on, this is it. You know, we're kind of funny, you know, so
well, let me give you some encouragement.
Yes, please.
So I'm not the youngest sister.
Okay.
But the sister that's next to me in age, in 2014, she passed away. And there's a good story at the end of this. Okay. She's in a much better place. Right. I miss her all of the time. Right. And before podcasts were a thing, she had internet radio channels that she was working. Far more technologically advanced than I was. So thank God she put her voice online. I can still hear my sister.
That is so sweet.
That is, she wrote books. So in her footstep, I wrote books.
That's what we got to get to.
The idea of leaving a trail of communication, especially when it's good, healthy conversation that people can chew up and eat on and digest in their own time. When she passed, I couldn't read her books for years. Right. I wouldn't open them. I bought them. I bought them. I wouldn't open them. Her internet chats, I wouldn't open. I wasn't ready to hear it. But in those moments when I need to hear her, I know that shows like this are going to be there when I'm ready, when I need it, when I'm going through something and it's that special voice that's going to pick me up. So this is a gift to someone. It's a gift to someone.
I never thought about it like that.
Me either. Yes, Miss Tisha, I'm trying to make her sister cry over here.
Right. Got me over here thinking. I never thought about it. I never thought about it like that.
I woke up. I'm grown. I'm so grown that I have a child who's 32 years old, grown.
You ain't grown. Looking good.
So when exactly. When I say that you think about stuff like as a legacy. So we're talking about boss women do exist, yes, and I'm trying to create them from birth. But I didn't come to this reality until like 2017. Right. And it was a series of, I love politics. Oh my goodness. I like to talk about everything that's taboo. Everything you're not supposed to talk about, I want to talk about.
That's me.
Wherever she is.
So, so just going through election cycles and listening to conservative viewpoints and progressive viewpoints and seeing just how different the people that I love in my life think about the situations that I am concerned about, it really made me do some deep thinking. And the first thing that came out of that was, thank God I'm unique. I'm uniquely created. And because I'm uniquely created and peculiar, I can't expect somebody else to be just like me. So then I look at my children, particularly my daughters. I have 4 daughters and 1 son. The son, of course, is going to emulate his father, who he has an excellent father to emulate. My husband is an Aries.
Yes, so that's a happy birthday to him.
Like I know some of what you're talking about. My daughters, right now, ages 16 to 32 years old. They're looking at me for different things. And in each one of their lives, I'm trying to add jewels to their crown, not make their crown match mine. They can't match mine.
They got to have their own unique crown.
They have to go down a path that I've never walked before. And I can teach them all of my mistakes, but sometimes the people that you love the most can't hear from you. That's why you need a mentor. That's why you need somebody surrounding you that you can attune your ear to, right? So kudos to the women in the village and some men that are helping give those messages to my children so that they can then pass it on to their friends and to one day their children. And we can realize you don't have to walk in my shadow. You don't have to walk in my footsteps, but understand that I've paved a trail that was paved for many years before I got along on that trail. And if you just get on the trail, life would be a little bit simpler to follow. There's some amazing footsteps. And so I believe that wealth is a series of footsteps, and that you can achieve legacy wealth. So I want my children's children I'll never meet,
right,
to understand that their grandma, and my grandma name is Peach Nana.
Come on now.
I want them to understand that Peach Nana worked her tail off,
right,
saved, struggled, sacrificed, made smart investments, so that then when they receive a little bit of Peach Nana and Poppy left for them, that they won't think to abuse it. It won't be spent on miscellaneous foolishness, hopefully, and that they'll sow a seed into their next generation and add jewels to those crowns. So that's a very big reality for me as I get older and realize the world doesn't revolve around me. I thought it did for a long time. It doesn't. And there are billions of people who need to hear a good message. And for me, business is a ministry. That's how I spread the gospel. That's how I spread good news, is by being a business consultant and encouraging people to open businesses in their backyard to influence their own local economy.
Right.
So when I started thinking politics and economics and celebrating Kwanzaa, realizing the economy is in.
I think your sound went out. Yeah.
Her sound went out.
Your sound went out, Tisha.
Can she hear us?
I don't know. Your sound went out.
Do you know where I left off?
There you go.
Okay, you're back.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you said you were building businesses in people's backyards, telling them to build their business in the backyard.
Absolutely. How we spend money in our community influences the local economy.
Right.
Developing businesses where you are allows that dollar to be flipped several times before it leaves your community.
Yeah.
And it's important for consumers, for business owners, to understand how money works. Money likes the rate of speed, and we can spend it very quickly in our own communities if we want to, and we can also put some away for the future, have some set aside for a rainy day, have some set aside to play with. I remember telling my financial advisor that I just want play money. I want to work hard enough and save hard enough that one day money is disposable. And to a lot of people, that might seem very silly or strange or greedy. But to me, what that means is that I have invested so deeply into my legacy that now I get to buy a pair of $700 shoes if I want to.
Exactly.
I'm not there yet.
Right.
I'm not ready to make that purchase. I have it. I have the money, but I'm not ready to spend it on that. I'd rather continue to invest in products and services that are going to benefit people in my legacy, in my community. And when that day comes where I can sit back and be like, I think I'm just going to fly to Paris today.
Right.
And, husband, let's pack, let's go. I look forward to building my business so that he can retire if he wants to.
I love it.
And that's partnership right there.
I love it. I'm trying to get me one. I don't know
Yeah.
where he is, but he's somewhere.
All right.
Maybe he in Michigan. I got family over there, so maybe he might be in Detroit somewhere over there. I'm just gonna throw it out there, just why not?
Exactly. Speak life into it.
Oh yeah. So I wanted to get into you being an author. Let's talk about this book.
Oh my God. Okay. So my writing mentor told me that writing means rewriting. So I have spent years rewriting several different books. And there is this proverb that says, we plan and God laughs. And I believe that. I have created marketing plans for this book, launch plans for this book. This first book, I wanted to be God-centric. Other books will be Tisha-centric. But first one out the gate, people need to know that I have a faith-based, profit-first business mindset, right? I wanted it to be centered about God and faith. And so this first book coming out is named The Daily Devotional for Entrepreneurs, Your Season to Grow.
Love it.
And that very mentor who told me that writing means rewriting is a best-selling author by the name of Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, who wrote Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice with the Napoleon Hill Foundation, several other books. And what I learned in writing is that you need someone else's perspective sometime to share your message so people can get a bigger picture. I asked Dr. Kimbrough if he would write the foreword to my book, set the tone for what the reader is about to see and read and experience. And so this daily devotional for entrepreneurs is a devotional that lasts for 12 weeks. 12 weeks is a season. So I tried to release this book in December 2019. It didn't work. I tried to release it on the spring solstice of March 2020. I threw my hands up in the air. I said, Lord, you put the book out when you want the book to come out.
Right.
So God willing, that's going to happen in May of 2020. It's in that stage of the process where you have to wait for the bookseller to give you a preview copy, not the publisher, it's past publishing. Bookseller gives you a preview copy. When I like that preview, we get the release date and we'll be ready to go. I am thankful to say people have already pre-ordered it, and I don't even have a link to send them, to where they're going to buy it at. I'm thankful that the paid pre-orders are already coming in because people want to hear, how am I supposed to grow through this? And
I want it.
And there are absolute ways to grow. And of course, we want to grow our faith at the same time.
Right.
And did you, when you were waiting for your book, I know you said the same thing about, when you wait for your book to come out or you had dates that you wanted to be released, and then you look at other people and they only wrote their book last month and their book just came out, like, wait a minute, I have a whole plan. Why is my book on hold? But it's like, it wasn't time.
Yeah. And believe me, I'm human. I like to think of myself as a super Christian, super optimistic, always encouraging. Everything has a sunny side to it. In reality, when that book didn't drop December 2019, I was like, Lord, what is happening here? I had a lot of questions, and I was looking through other books that I've purchased, because as a writer, I want to support other writers. And I'm looking back through other books I purchased. I'm seeing all kind of copy editing mistakes. I'm seeing numbered the pages off. I'm seeing all kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, how did this person get their book through publishing? But then then you realize, look, you can't compare apples to oranges. Their book is not comparable to my book. They're not walking in my experience. They don't have the same message that I've been sent to share. And when the time comes to share it, it will happen. So yeah, I tried my hardest to accelerate the publication date. It didn't work. Right. I tried my hardest to do everything I could humanly possible to get all the contributions and the pages done and everything that a book is composed of. It wasn't meant to be. And when you let go of the controls, it's hard to let go of the controls.
It's hard.
I let go and realized this is the pace I was supposed to be on the whole time. The serenity prayers become more and more important to me. I can't control everything. I don't like it, but it's reality.
And to look the way I'm seeing it right now, it's like you wanted your book to come out December 2019, but then Corona happened. So think about all the people that's preparing. Like I said before, I feel like this Corona thing is still a moment for a lot of us to take, those goals that we wanted, the entrepreneurship, the businesses that we wanted to open up. Now we're sitting in it, and it's like, okay, what are we going to do next? Because obviously we're at a point now where a lot of us were dependent on our main job and not other streams of income. So it's like now you're in that stage where, okay, so let's just say in next 2 weeks, or the, next week your book gets released, and then Corona stops, and then your book is like a blueprint for other people that were sitting at home, say, hey, I need to come up with a business plan. I need to start entrepreneurship. This is what I need to do. And, oh, okay, well, here's a book right here. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's ready. So it's just like, it's timing is everything.
It really is. And he don't make a mistake. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to work in his time frame, and it'll be acceptable. And I'm claiming bestseller in the first hour. So
I know that's right.
That's what
you better speak it.
Yeah. You got to speak life into it. So it's coming out. I am appreciative of it. So included in this daily devotional for entrepreneurs, your season to grow, are a series of scriptures, prayers, reflections. And then as important as all of that is, what am I going to do to grow my business right now? Mm-hmm. So at the end of each day, there's a growth spurt that prompts you to take action right then.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Do it and grow. Mm-hmm. Do it and see results. Do the action and experience the blessing. You got to put in work with your faith. Mm-hmm. So it's not just about, hey, let's just hope and pray that good things come to our businesses. No, we got to get dirty. Mm-hmm. Growing is dirty. It's messy. There's roots. There's tangles. It's frustrating sometimes. But when you break through the ground, you think about some of the prettiest flowers have come through some of the nastiest soil.
It's true.
So when you break through all of that grime and grit and craziness of being an entrepreneur with the best plans, it's still a wild ride.
Right.
But when you can experience growth and then help somebody else grow by reaching back and sharing, this worked for me. Maybe you could try it. It may work for you.
Right.
That's essentially what I'm hoping to do, and what this book will help someone do.
We love it. We're so happy that you came on. So happy to fit it in your calendar.
I needed this. Yeah. I needed this talk today.
Look, we always say the 415 is therapeutic for us.
Yes.
Like this, I'm gonna get your book.
Oh, please.
I'm gonna get that. Mm-hmm.
Sure will.
Yes. Before we get kicked out of here, I just want to say, everybody, please make sure you go ahead and follow Miss Tisha Hammond on all social media platforms, okay? She's Tisha Hammond on Instagram, her website, tishahammond.com. Like, go out there, get information, show her love. She's on Twitter, y'all. She everywhere. Get into it. And I believe she just had YouTube drop.
Yep, I seen it.
Mm-hmm. Live, yes.
Yeah, so show her love. We thank you so much for dropping so many great gems and so much encouragement and positivity with us. Because, look, you can have a mentor anywhere. So we appreciate you. We appreciate your time and your daughter for jumping in.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yes. Did you have any other questions, Keita?
No, but I may have to hit you up.
All right.
But like, hey, Tisha, I need help. I need a mentor. I really do need a mentor, though.
Yeah. I'm here.
And it's like they say you should have one personally and professionally. They shouldn't be the same person, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And mentoring is sometimes just for moments. It doesn't have to be a lifetime. It's for a season. It's for what your need may be. And if you come back and you want more, great. And if you can teach me something, then that's a bonus.
Right.
It doesn't have to be one way either. True. So I'm here for you.
Yeah, we're going to stay connected. Look, as long as we got social media and all that. And if I come to Detroit.
Yes. Let me roll out the red carpet when you come to Detroit.
And I don't know how far you are or close to Detroit you are, but listen, I still got to go see my great uncle. I think he's 99 right now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he was working up until 95, so I think he's still chilling.
Just, Detroit, throw a stone and we'll be right there.
Okay. Look at that. But again, thank you. If you want, you can drop 2 more things you want to say, anything you want to share with us or, leave us with. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you. The first is believe. Believe in something. If you believe in God, excellent. If you believe in you, excellent. Whatever you believe, your mind is going to do the thing. So just make it be positive, whatever you believe in. And then second, be kind. This world is hard enough with people being foolish and rude. Be kind and be intentional about it. When you are kind, you don't know how you can change the course of someone's day.
Wow.
And there are definitely days when you will need someone to be kind to you. Be that person to someone every day.
That's so true.
I love it. I love it. When I get off here, I'm be crying.
I actually put that on my LinkedIn the other day and said the same thing. Like, you never know what somebody else is going through.
Yeah.
So you got to encourage people, even through a nice gesture.
Yeah, because sometimes people come off and scream at you, not even because of you. It's something that they're battling, you know, and it's hard for me, you know, to kind of understand that. But, you know, now I'm like, okay, I get it. We might get kicked out, so I just want to let everybody know this is the 415. It's your girls, Miss B and Keita. You already know where to find us on all platforms. We are on iHeartRadio. Go ahead and listen. We're on YouTube. Come on and see us, you know, so you know what we look like. If you don't know, because we post a lot. But anyway, again, thank Miss Tisha Hammond for hanging out with us, you know. Go follow her. Follow Miss Tisha Hammond and get her book. Yes, let's go. We are out of here.
Yes, thank you so much.